the game and try and keep him in front. If you turn your head for a second, if your concentration wanes, he just takes off and goes, and I think that's what we just saw there.
Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. Elliott now to kick this one away. This will be returned from deep in the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. That 7-0 lead in there is short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula to get them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they get this game tied up.
There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And he is out of bounds right around the 34. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. A run with Mostert up the middle. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. A first down throw for Bridgewater. Toward the left sideline, but it's incomplete.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now after getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. On the handoff, this is Mostert. Room here to run. And he is finally taken down, but not before he gets it to the Eagles' 18. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. And not even back to the line of scrimmage this time as they're on him quickly once more. Throwing on 2nd and 14. Bridgewater. And a big loss here as he's taken down. What a play by him. That's a loss of 17.
A truly all-around great effort against the pass today. First an interception, now getting to the quarterback for the first time in this contest. I think offensively, they just forgot to prepare for him or simply overlooked him in getting ready for this one. Either way, a big mistake, and he's making them pay for it.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
The man wants to see what he decides to do the next time he's in the position we just saw there. Outside of the pocket, takes a throw downfield, it turns up incomplete. I wonder if next time he might take off and run.
4th down, they're going. Bridgewater. This will be caught. It's Waddle. And unable to break away. They stop him a few yards shy. The Dolphins can't convert on 4th down. And the Eagles defense able to hold. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. It'll be Sanders to begin the drive. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Hurts. And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in. So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. And he's got his big tight end here. On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. Open man, that's Devontae Smith. And give him 6 yards here as he's stopped near the 35 at the 34. Play action. Here's Hurts. And he whips that one incomplete there. Looked like he had a couple of different options as far as who to throw to on that play. Who am I to say this, but I'm not sure he made the right decision.
Well, the window of opportunity is always going to be small in the NFL. That's why those quarterbacks who make quick decisions.
Oh, and Hurts is going to be hit and taken down to the ground. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. They'll try and throw for it with Hurts. He's going deep for Brown. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. On 1st and 10, it's Mostert. Brought down at the 20. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Bridgewater. This is caught. Touchdown, Dolphins. Mike Gesicki, a 20-yard touchdown. And the Dolphins are an extra point away from evening this one up. Extra point up and good by Sanders, and we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And last time, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. See if they can pick themselves up off the mat and do better this go-around.
Sometimes I have this vision of coaches writing notes to themselves before a game. And sometimes that note says, be aggressive, stay aggressive. Maybe that's what we saw in the last possession.
Yeah, they were very aggressive. This time, will it result in points? We'll find out. And Hurts is intercepted, his 3rd of the game. Picked up by Javon Holland. And the Dolphins are going to take possession of the football. Well, that one was in the air for an agonizingly long time.
Just begging to be picked off, wasn't it? It's one thing if you're throwing a ball like that, trying to throw someone open and lead him.
And he's going to go down. He's sacked back in the 24. And following the sack, they'll come up here on a 2nd down and 12. Bridgewater's throw is taken in by Waddle. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. Here's Mostert. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. 2nd down and goal. Bridgewater. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave only the 3rd down. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward. And he is in. Touchdown, Miami. Raheem Mostert with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Dolphins will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the lead is now 21-14. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. Taken at the goal line. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And the ball backed way up. So thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah,
He's got him in. Complete. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A.J. Brown as the first half is winding down. And the Eagles have a chance to tie the game here in the final seconds of the half. Elliott good with a PAT. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. "13 seconds, the time remaining in the half as they come up on first down. That's out to Hill, right side complete. Now here's a timeout as they're going to get it with 8 seconds remaining here in the first half. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. He'll get that out wide to Waddle. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45.
It's a nice completion, a little bit of run after catch as well to create the yardage that they got. But it is so tough to cover that route, the drag route, because they run it at varying speeds. Because the key is to create hesitancy on the defender's part.
Always so empathetic for those DBs, aren't you? He's going to throw one up for the end zone. And it'll be intercepted. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gunn, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. This fielded right at the goal line. And he will make it back to the 15, and that's it. Good coverage there by the kick team. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. This offense ready for the first drive of the third quarter. Well, quarters number 1 and 2 entertaining. We saw some good offense points put up, Charles, and all tied on the scoreboard.
And it sets us up for what could be a really fun second half because we've seen both sides score almost at will here in the first half. And now, here in the second half, getting the ball first, you've got to think, hey, we can go out and really run our offense the way we did in the first half. But if I'm a defensive player, all I'm thinking is, can I make a play to really help out my team and break this streak of offense?
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
As soon as I saw him break contain and get outside, my first thought and my eyes gravitated downfield because nowadays, most of these quarterbacks, when they do that, they want the big play downfield. They don't want to throw it short. In this case, he took the shot. It fell incomplete.
All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's third down.
I'm not quite sure what he thought he saw there, but the reality is certainly a much different picture than what he anticipated. And give credit to the defense. They were down on the flash when he broke out of there, and they forced him out with almost nothing to show for his efforts.
And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. An even 100 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. On play action, it's Bridgewater. They'll roll him out right. And his throw is incomplete.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here in this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on first down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. On third down, Bridgewater. And that is incomplete. So nobody was moving on in the first half, but they'll likely come up empty here on drive 1 of quarter 3.
And it was so important for the defense to get that stop because what we witnessed in the first half was them getting run over. And they needed the confidence, and they needed to get off the field so they felt good going forward in this game.
And he will have a Dolphins first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive. Play action now, Bridgewater.
A quick throw knocked away and incomplete. But what looked like a march to the end zone has hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
To the air again with Bridgewater. He'll swing this out to Mostert. And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line. Field goal would get him the lead, but that's not what they're shooting for as they come up on third down. And he gets this down to the 18, good enough for a first down. So from inside the 20, here's first and 10 at the 18. To throw is Bridgewater. And he's got it. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. Mostert. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
Second down, this is Wilson. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. Now can they reverse the trend on 3rd and goal with the last 2 plays having gone backwards. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
It's been a tough game for him. These guys have been driving down the field, but defensively, once they got their backs to the goal line, turned up the pressure, that's going to lead to a 4th down. Well played.
Now Bridgewater on 4th down. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by James Bradbury. He's at the 50. The 30. 10, 5. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD. Elliott good on the extra point, and they will take a 7-point lead. So they throw the pick-6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. A lane opens here. He's past the 30. Down the numbers. There he goes. And they are not going to catch him. He's in. Touchdown, Miami. It's been a back-and-forth game. A lot of points on the board. And that return right there kind of indicative of how this thing's gone.
Well, you've seen both teams go at it. And as you just pointed out, both of them have found the end zone. But just like in boxing, you know the blow that hurts the most? The one you didn't see coming. And that often is the case when it comes in special teams.
Here comes the return from the very back of the end zone. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go.
Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And he will bring it back. It's a pick-6 and a Dolphins touchdown.
Well, they matched their opponent's pick-6 from earlier. Those are some crucial points that may prove pretty consequential as to how this one plays out.
And Brandon, I think now we're not just watching how they move around the field, but we're checking their psychology out a little bit, aren't we? Because that defense, they're about to go right back out with all the momentum on their side. As for the opposing offense, you wonder if there's going to be some hesitation to lean entirely on the passing game to try and mount a counterattack.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick-6, and now the kick is away.
Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out.
And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. Now a timeout called for by the defense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter.
Hurts now hoping to make up for that pick-6. And this one too low. Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem.
And now here's another interception. Picked off by Jerome Baker. And the Dolphins are going to take possession of the football. They hand it off to Mostert. And for one of the few times here today, this one's not going to go anywhere.
3rd quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10.
That is caught by Waddle. Touchdown, Miami. Jalen Waddle, a 20-yard touchdown.
And the Dolphins get another 3rd quarter touchdown to add on to that lead.
Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the lead now up to 14. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Noah Igbinoghene. And the Dolphins are going to take over at their own 28-yard line. Following the interception, here's Bridgewater. And going deep for Hill. It got his man complete. And he will finally be taken down. But how about that play? It's a big one on the final act of the third quarter. And welcome back. We are in the city of brotherly love, Philadelphia. It's Dolphin football. It's also Dolphin lead to begin quarter number 4. They run out of the shotgun with Mostert. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Raheem Mostert, 29 yards. And the Dolphins have pretty well put it away here in the fourth quarter. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. This taken in at the goal line. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys.
He's got a man complete. And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Now that after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Hurts. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Up by Noah Igbinoghene. Oh, they try a lateral on the return, and now the ball's loose. And I think they are going to get this one back. Boy, that would have been something. Double turnovers, but instead they'll keep the possession on the INT. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Throwing, Bridgewater. Steps away to his left. That's complete to his tight end, Mike Gesicki. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Here's Mostert. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Here's Bridgewater. He'll get this to his tight end, Gesicki. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48. Bridgewater now. He's going to let this go for the end zone. And that